Authenticity isn't a nice to have in leadership. It's a non-negotiable. In a world full of facades, only your truth is the boldest move you can make. Welcome to the Danni Vee Show, the podcast for high-performing business owners, leaders, and entrepreneurs ready to lead with elegance, courage, and radical responsibility. I'm Danni Vee, and I'm here to help you strip away the fluff and step fully into your power at the boardroom and in business. In each episode, we'll share no-nonsense insights and real conversations on what it takes to show up authentically, make tough decisions with grace, and create impact at the highest levels. So if you're ready to own your voice and lead on your terms, you're in the right place. So let's dive in. Welcome back to the Danni Vee Show. Today, we are talking about something that I think has been completely hijacked, and that is the word authenticity. Because if I hear one more person say, just be yourself, I think I might actually scream. What does that even mean anymore? Especially when so many women I work with have spent years becoming who they needed to be. They were the capable one, the strong one, the high performer, the woman who gets things done, the woman everyone relies on, the woman who built the business, held the family together, led the team, showed up for everyone else, and somehow still managed to smile while doing it, and still got judged by everyone around her as well. And then one day, she wakes up and thinks, why doesn't this feel like me anymore? Now, let me say this before we go any further. The conversation is not about throwing your whole life in the bin, walking away from success, or suddenly burning everything down because you had a moment. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something I am seeing over and over and over again with high-performing women. Women who look successful from the outside, women who are respected, women who are leading, women who have achieved incredible things. Yet underneath it all, there is this feeling that something no longer fits. I think what many women call burnout, what many women call being stuck, what many women are calling a confidence problem is often something deeper. It is an identity problem. Authenticity hasn't been hijacked. We have somehow turned authenticity into oversharing or saying whatever comes into our head or showing every vulnerable moment online, building a person around being real. Meanwhile, so many women are still performing versions of themselves they have outgrown years ago. And I want to talk to you about that. I think this conversation really, really matters, particularly if you are a woman in leadership, owning businesses, or any space where people rely on you. There comes a point where the very identity that helped you build success starts becoming the thing that actually holds you back. I see this all the time with my clients. I work with women who have done all the right things. They've climbed the ladder, built the business, led the people, created the success. Yet somewhere along the way, they've stopped checking in with themselves. They became what was rewarded, the dependable one, the productive one, you know it, the people pleaser, the perfectionist, the woman who never drops the ball. And this is what I know and I see so very often. Those identities often did work. They protected us. They helped us belong and they helped us succeed because that's what the brain wants to do. It wants to keep you safe. So it did work once upon a time, but eventually there comes a point where success asks something different of you. Growth asks something different of you, and leadership asks something different of you. And if you're still operating from an old identity, life starts feeling heavy. You feel exhausted, disconnected, frustrated, and sometimes even resentful. You can even start questioning yourself, asking, what is wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. You may have simply outgrown a version of yourself. Maybe you were faking it till you made it and you don't even know who you are anymore. And I think this is especially true for high-performing women because many of us learned very early that love, belonging, and approval came through achievement. If I perform, I belong. If I achieve, I am enough. If I keep everyone happy, I stay safe. Our nervous system gets incredibly familiar with this. And the neuroscience tells us something very, very important. And that is what I just mentioned before. Your brain loves familiarity. It likes to keep safe. And when the familiar thing is being exhausted, that's what it will always keep on doing for you because that feels familiar and safe. That is why identity work can be uncomfortable, because your brain is fighting this uncertainty, and uncertainty feels vulnerable. It can feel easier to stay in the role of that old identity, the one that everybody knows, even if it no longer truly serves you. I remember going through seasons in business where I realized the version of me that built one chapter of success was not the version needed for the next. And it happens over and over again. And if I'm honest, there were moments where that felt really confronting, because growth sounds exciting until it asks you to let go of old ways of being, old patterns, old coping mechanisms, beliefs and stories. Sometimes even old identities that people loved about you, and then people start judging you. And that is hard, especially for women, because many women are praised for overgiving, for overfunctioning, for carrying everything, for putting themselves last and always thinking of everybody else, for staying agreeable. Oh, that's a big one for me. When I changed my identity and I started not being so agreeable, it really broke me, to be honest. I lost friendships. I had people messaging me and questioning my decisions that hadn't even responded to messages of mine for years. It's not easy, but it can be something that really shifts and changes for you. And I would love to see that for you. Making everybody comfortable can be easy, but making yourself comfortable is something that's really important. Somewhere in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, you wonder why you feel disconnected from yourself. It's because the version of you that was rewarded became louder than the truth of who you actually are. This is where I want to challenge something within you. I don't believe authenticity means staying exactly the same. It is allowing you to evolve, allowing you to change your mind and outgrow those identities that no longer serve you. You are allowed to stop performing who everyone expects you to be. And if I'm honest, I think many women are terrified of this. I've seen it over and over again, because if they stop being the strong one, who are they? If they stop over delivering, are they still valuable? Or even the big one, if they stop people pleasing, will people still love them? If they speak more truthfully, will people still stay? Sometimes they don't. These are the real conversations, not surface level confidence tips. This is the work. And it is why authenticity feels confusing for so many women now, because they have become exceptional at performing competence while feeling disconnected underneath. I say this with so much compassion and love, because it's not failure. It's awareness, and awareness changes everything. I've been through this. I've walked this path, and I continue to walk this path with you. The moment you start recognizing where you are performing instead of expressing, things will shift for you. The moment you notice where you are shrinking yourself and you decide not to, that will shift too. And the moment you stop saying yes when your whole body is saying no, the shift for you will be phenomenal. The moment you stop making yourself smaller to make everybody else comfortable, this is authenticity, not perfection, and not showing every messy moment of your life online. Authenticity is not becoming reckless with your emotions. No, it's not. It's having the courage to stop performing who the world rewarded you for being. That, to me, is real self-leadership. I think the women who are stepping into their next level right now are being asked to let go of old identities. The overachiever, the rescuer, the woman who proves herself to everybody else but not herself, the woman who keeps everyone else happy. The next chapter requires a different relationship with yourself, more self-trust, honesty and boundaries, more truth. I know this conversation may have landed deeply for some of you today, and maybe some of you are feeling really uncomfortable, and maybe success no longer feels the way you thought it would. If you've outgrown parts of yourself, you haven't fully admitted it yet, that's okay. You're standing in a season where you know something has to change. Even if you cannot fully articulate what that looks like right now, that's okay too. I want you to know you are not behind. You are not broken. You are evolving. And evolution asked us to tell the truth. So I want you to leave with two questions today. What version of yourself are you still performing because she once kept you safe? And the other question is, what would change if you gave yourself permission to stop maintaining who you have always been and allowed yourself to become who you are now? Thank you so much for being here for another episode of the Danni Vee Show. And I'd love to see you in the next episode. and share this with any other woman that you feel needs to hear this right now. And remember, who you become determines what you build. See you next time. Thank you so much for joining me on the Danni Vee Show today. I hope you're leaving this episode feeling inspired and empowered. My goal is always to bring you elegant insights with a bold impact. If you enjoyed our conversation, I invite you to subscribe to the show and leave a quick review. Your feedback not only means the world to me, but it also helps other growth-minded leaders find this community. Remember, leadership is an inside-out journey. The poise, the passion, and the purpose we cultivate within ourselves are what transform the world around us. So until next time, stay true to your vision and keep leading with the unique mix of grace and strength. Stay radiant, stay resilient, and I'll be right here cheering you on. I can't wait to hang out with you again on the next episode of the Danni Vee Show.